What's going on, everybody? We are out here in Brooksville, Florida on Republican Way, a brand new development, Champion Estates. This is going to be a really cool subdivision that we want to go ahead and kind of introduce you guys to and kind of show you around. Completely undeveloped right now, and there's still some lots available if you want them.
So for transparency, Nick is still introducing me to the Brooksville world, right? So at the end of the day, I'm a Tampa guy, Pasco, Newport Richie. I love Hernando, but I'm still learning to get all these, learning all these things about Hernando. And we're driving here, I'm like, Nick, I feel like I'm in Tennessee. I feel all these rolling hills. And then we hit the corner here and come into this new development, and these lots are absolutely amazing. They're listed by Kimberly Pye, your #1 realtor here in Hernando County. And it's like, this is the place to be. So what's cool about this, what you were telling me, is that we could have gun ranges in this development as well?
Yeah, it's a gun-friendly HOA. You know, they've got minimal HOA fees. I think it's $200 a year to maintain the road, or maybe $200 a month. Don't quote me on that.
Well, either way, it's cheap. Right.
Yeah, but they got that, and then because of the size of each of these lots, you know, in Florida, anything over an acre you're allowed to have guns on, you know, by statute. But they've got it actually written into their deed that they're allowed to have, you know, firearms out here. It's a firearm friendly community.
That's really, really cool. Yeah. So you can see, I'm sure Josh is going to roll around with the BRoll now, but if you can see, looking at these properties, the asphalt just went in. They're surveying right now, making sure that the topography of the land is the way it's supposed to be. An absolutely amazing piece of property, beautiful trees. Nick, I just envision this at night with the proper uplighting and all these houses. So are we talking estate size houses? What's the minimal square footage?
So you got a minimum square footage of 2,000 square feet.
That's okay. So that's nothing. No. So I wouldn't even consider that estate size.
He made it honestly really accessible for most people to get in. I think the minimum lot size is like 2.5 acres.
So all in. So we're talking house and build. What are we trying to average in here? What could it be? We know it varies, but what could it be?
I mean, I think you're probably all in high 5s to maybe low 8s.
Now, does it have to look a certain way? Does he have?
So they've got restrictions. I think you do have to have a minimum of 2-car garage.
Okay.
Minimum 2,000 square foot, but other than that,
so it's kind of carte blanche. You could have, you know, rustic style, you could have craftsman style.
I don't think they've got any restrictions on the actual style at all. So we do know that it is a barn door friendly community. Talk to them about that.
That is what's really important, that it's a barn door friendly community.
Right.
Let me ask you a question. So if we're gonna have Mediterranean, craftsman, rustic, all this, and then barn door, how are we with the comps then for the area as well?
I mean, that's always the biggest thing with barn doors that we run into every day. It's comps. At the end of the day, though, we're starting to make barn doors a little bit more of a regular occurrence.
Right.
So hopefully, at this point in time, you know, a lot of your barn doors that we are building out here are kind of in, you know, the rural area as it is.
Yeah.
So that's really what we're kind of looking to go ahead and develop out here.
Yeah. So whether it's a barn door or whether it's a block home or a stick home, we do all of that. And we're actually, guys, we're doing things a little bit differently. Nick and I were talking about it. We are just going the extra mile in every step that we take, even putting hydroband, even putting red guard around the windows. There's a lot of things that your contractor just wants to get the house up and get going, but we don't want to come back 2 years, 3 years, 4 years from now. We just want you to be happy and make sure the house is done right. So we're doing all these things as to where we would be building it for ourselves.
Absolutely.